Hi, Lima!
Hello, and welcome back to Follow. It's May 4th, 2025, and we are continuing our epic Utah adventure series.
Alrighty, let's roll. Alright, good morning. It's day 2, Green River, Utah. Evan and Jill joined us overnight, and we are headed back west. I guess the objective for today, we're going to go to the Swasey Cabin, and we will then go up Eagle Canyon. And I believe it's kind of a slot canyon. I believe we go under the interstate with the bridge way up above us, which should be cool. Kind of shooting for a somewhat shorter day today because unfortunately Alicia and Logan have to return home. So yeah, we are headed out and excited to see what we get into today. So yesterday we learned the hard way that you can't just get off the interstate wherever you want for these trails. Onyx shows the trail starting right there off the interstate. You have to all that's showing you is where the trail goes under the interstate. So you have to get off at an exit that has access trails to one of those spots that goes under the interstate. So knowing that today and knowing where we're going, we're going to get off at exit 131, which is where we should have got off yesterday, where we ultimately got off, but coming back west to east. So we'll film that today and show you guys, I'm assuming is what is probably one of the main access points to the majority of the trails in this area. Alright, so we're coming up on this exit, exit 131, looks like it's called Temple Mountain Road, and this is where we'll be getting off today. Back at where we stopped or completed our day yesterday and aired up our tires. So we'll pull back in here and air down for today's adventure. Alright, all aired down and headed off on day 2's adventure. Gonna head over here to Swasey Cabin, I believe. So network trail systems to get us over there, similar to how we started out yesterday, and we'll try to record all the major turns and show you all how to get there.
Just like our first video in this series, we turn right here onto Road 3828. Not long after, we made another right here onto Swasey Cabin Road, Rods Valley Spur.
There's another to your left up against the hill.
Yeah, I like that one. Alright, so we're back at this intersection. We were here yesterday. We went right. Today we're going to go straight and head over to the Swasey Cabin.
Approaching an intersection, we went left, which is south, onto Rods Valley Road.
Don't we go this other way?
There's a road down here too, and it says Swasey Cabin.
Almost immediately after, we turned right towards Swasey Cabin.
It's always good to have multiple ways.
And we have rejoined the actual route.
There are two routes here, and either will accomplish the merge onto the Eagle Canyon Road, also designated as BLM 820. The Swasey Cabin was built in 1921 by Joseph Swasey out of Douglas fir from the nearby Eagle Canyon and was utilized as shelter for the Swasey family and other cowboys while their livestock grazed in the area.
So this is the Swasey Cabin. It's not Patrick Swasey's cabin, but if it was, it would look a little something like this.
Now I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. Oh, I.
After having some fun at the Swasey Cabin, we began our journey into Eagle Canyon, but quickly paused again for another historic site known as Joe's Office and the Icebox. Unaware of what to expect, we set out on foot to investigate.
Quite about turning into the fridge.
I guess this isn't the fridge, it's the other.
Yeah, it's true.
You're gonna help your wife?
I guess I am. Oh my gosh! I just saw your light flash before my eyes.
Yeah, it's nice and cool.
Probably stays this temperature all the time. Pretty close to this.
This tree is crazy growing right out of the...
This is probably his office, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Oh, yeah. Check this out. Wow.
I'm sure you heard us discussing amongst ourselves in the background which feature we thought was Joe's office and which we thought was the icebox. The truth is, we have no idea. I have been unable to find any solid information online. Maybe they are the way we stated, or maybe they are one and the same. If you happen to have knowledge of this site, please let us know in the comments. Nevertheless, it is a fascinating area to spend some time exploring.
So we got to visit Swasey Cabin, which was really cool. Really good shape for being built over 100 years ago. And then just past that, Evan's buddy Guy had told us about a place called Joe's Office and the Icebox. So we found that, did the short little hike up to it, and that was really cool as well. Lots of stuff up in there to see. So I think we got some good video, and we'll be able to share all that with you. And now we're headed straight into Eagle Canyon, Eagle Pass, whatever this is. It's supposed to be a really cool little canyon, and see what we get into.
Looks like we're getting more into like the slot type canyon here.
Yeah, it's definitely getting narrower.
Sign up here, we gotta check it out.
10-4.
The sign Marcia is referencing is for the Upper Eagle Canyon Trail, designated as BLM Route 822 and transitions south towards Rods Valley Road and Reds Canyon Road. We continued our path north, down canyon. Lane radioed back, stating upon rounding the next corner, he had reached Eagle Canyon Arch, and it was probably a good place to stop for lunch.
I'll never say no to you.
We enjoyed our lunch and the magnificent arch, and then got moving again.
bridge up ahead.
All right, so as we come around this corner here, oh, yep, you can start to see the bridge for Interstate 70. That is cool. Wow, it's way up there.
The initial bridge to span Eagle Canyon is the first structure seen, which is for the eastbound lanes of travel for Interstate 70. Prior to the interstate, however, it was U.S. Highway 50. The bridge was constructed in 1965 and rehabilitated in 2010. It spans 375 feet above the canyon bottom, with a total length of 488.9 feet and a deck width of 29.9 feet. A second bridge was built in 1990 to accommodate the westbound lanes of travel for Interstate 70. It spans 428.2 feet with a total length of 523 feet and a deck width of 42 feet. It was a truly unique experience to crawl along underneath these massive engineering marvels while traffic whizzed by at 80 miles per hour several hundred feet above. We wanted to spend more time here, but needed to press on. As we approach this intersection, the trail splits, as just on the other side of the wooden fence is the Eagle Canyon Wilderness. The actual Eagle Canyon route stays right, and the designation changes to BLM 639. From here, it is 2 miles to the interstate with an elevation gain of 430 feet. The trail maintains a moderate level of difficulty, which is indicated with the blue color on the Onyx app. A left turn back at the intersection puts you on the secret Mesa Trail, designated as BLM 648. From there it is 3.6 miles to the interstate with an elevation gain of 653 feet. The trail is green on the Onyx app, however, which indicates easy. It appears the trail goes under the interstate via a tunnel at the 2-mile mark and then parallels the south side of Interstate 70 for the last 1.6 miles until you reach the exit for the Eagle Canyon Rest Area. From that last turn until this point was by far the most technical section of the day. I'm sure it is what gives this trail its rating of a 5. If you want to run the Eagle Canyon Trail without navigating this rough section, we suggest taking the alternate route back out to the interstate described earlier. We are basically out, however. Our off-highway miles today were 17.7 miles, with a high elevation of 7,193 feet at the top of Eagle Canyon and a low elevation of 6,534 feet at the bottom of Eagle Canyon, where we made our turn out. We will stop to air up our tires once reaching the interstate and then make the 47-mile drive back east to Green River. As stated at the beginning, we have finished up early today so Alicia and Logan can make the drive back home for work and school. We are so thankful for the opportunity to spend this time together doing what we love with our friends in more of God's wonderful creations. We hope you enjoyed this episode and are enjoying the series. This is video 3 in a series of 5 we will be sharing of our time spent in Utah. As new videos in the series are uploaded, I will provide links in the descriptions of each video to the other episodes in the series. Please continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Current analytics show only 14.1% of viewers are subscribed. We are so grateful for everyone who watches our videos, but really need to get to 1,000 subscribers. So please, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching!